So I am going to do a simple red and white. Is foam, so it's very lightweight and making a big mess, so shake it off outside before you start using it. It is XN, X is in X-ray, N5870, super cute, very lightweight, inexpensive. We're going to be using this. We're going to be using red and white snowdrift, and we're going to be using white snowdrift. And went away. White snowdrift, white snowdrift, and red and white snowdrift. So we are basically just making almost like a monochromatic wreath, just red and white. So I'm going to be using the large board. I've preloaded the large board. The normal holes on row 2. I'm not using row 1. You can if you want. It'll just make it bigger. So I'm going to use row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5, and we're just going to put the snowman right in the middle. Very, very simple wreath. But because we're using this gorgeous snowdrift mesh, it's really going to show it off, okay? So row 2, 16 pieces. Where's my little board? Here it is. 16 pieces of, I'm doing red and white. Now, this looks really fabulous as a, like, starburst, you know, the rolled petal, and it makes a ginormous wreath. You can make your wreath using the rolled petal, and then you don't have to add ribbons and stuff to it again, keeping an inexpensive wreath in your shop. So you have, because you want to make sure that you can cater to all, everybody, you know, rich, poor, middle class. So try and have something for everybody. And this one is one of those less expensive ones that you can do. So row 2, I'm doing 16 red and white at 10 inches long, so that's where what I cut it. Row 3, I am doing white. I'm just going to alternate red, white, red, white. I don't know. We'll see how it looks. I'm doing 8 white snowdrift at 20 inches long. Row 4, I'm doing 8 red and white at 20 inches long. And then row 5, I'm doing 8 white at 10 inches long. So that gives us a total of 24 pieces of red and white and 16 pieces of white. Again, you can do it however you want. I was going to do the rolled starburst, but I've done that over and over again. So I'm going to do a simple wreath. Like I said, I preloaded row 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're just going to do kerfuffles. So when you preload your board, you're going to preload it closed. Actually, I'm going to cut this off. Okay. And then I'm going to put a cable mount with pipe cleaner just on the back of the snowman with some glue. Look at that. I plugged it in. Hello, 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 all my friends. Look, we're doing simple. Now, obviously, you can add some ribbon tails to this wreath if you wanted to. However, tonight's goal is to make some inexpensive and simple wreaths so you have something for everybody in your craft booth. Okay, so I just put a cable mount with the pipe cleaner. I just hot glued it to the back because he's just going to go right in the center. Oh my gosh, he's going to look so cute. No, I didn't send out a text because I wasn't sure if I was going to go live or not. You know, I was on the fence. My back hurts. Do I go watch a movie with Dave or go live? You guys won. So these are the 10-inch pieces. And why I'm doing 10-inch, because we are doing 16 of them on the outside row. And then once you get to row 3, 4, and 5, the zip ties are a lot closer together. So I'm just using bigger pieces because there's only 8 zip ties on each of the other rows. Okay. Yeah, no, I didn't send out a text. Sorry, guys. So it's just a kerfuffle. I cut it at 10 inches. Curl up, so when you rock it back and forth, that the quality sucks. I'm gonna have to really play with all this. Oh well, I better not touch nothing else I'll lose you guys. So you're gonna take your curl up. The cut edge is at the top and bottom. Did I screw it up? Oh, okay. And your factory edges are on the left and right. No, it has not been released. So I'm going to fold. I'm just folding the bottom up to the middle, around the middle, top, just over top of the bottom. And with the snowdrift mesh, it's nice because you can just line up the lines of drift. Okay. And then we're just going to scrunch, give it couple little pleats in the middle, flip this over. So we're going to put these cut edges to the bottom of the, or facing the board. Just fold it in half. All right, and we're going to put our nub. I call this rounded piece a nub. Hello, hello. Put it into the zip tie, about a fingertip length, and give it a pull tight. Okay, and like I said, you can do row 1 too. You just go from the hole to the outside of the board. Put your kerfuffle so you can make this even bigger. And you do have enough mesh with 2 rolls. You can just make your kerfuffle. And if you want to use row 1, take your kerfuffle right in the middle, put it on the board, and go around with the zip ties. Okay, so you can do you can do a whole row of white. So red, white, red, white, red, white. So whatever you want to do. We're just going to keep it simple because I'm lazy today. Hello, hello. You guys are all so cute. So fun. So I do have lots of new toys. I'm trying to make a half-decent studio in my rec room here. The only thing is, we all know Lori is computer illiterate and doesn't know, or technology stupid, and doesn't know how to use anything. So it's going to take me a while of YouTube things to figure out how to use everything. So again, like I'm just going around and sticking the nub right in. Again, this is 10 inches. For row 2. And then row 3, I'll go in with some white. It probably looks like some kind of peppermint, I think, when I'm done. Low Banks, Ontario. Well, hello. Hello, hello. If you wouldn't mind floating my boat and, sprinkling my page or whatever it's called these days, but I don't think we can say the S-H-A-R-E word, because I think when I said it, they muted my video for copyright. I don't know. I don't know what Facebook's doing. They're doing trickery. Facebook's doing trickery and tomfoolery. So I'm just going to cut these zip ties off. So you can use, this is a zip tie gun, or you can use wire nippers. You can use the little jewelry nippers, bolt cutters. Use whatever you want. Just don't use your ribbon scissors, because these zip ties will dull your ribbon scissors like nobody's business. And we all know the scissors are kind of expensive, right? All right, so we're going to go row 2. I'm going to do 8 pieces of white, and I did cut this white into 20-inch pieces. I'm still going to do a kerfuffle, so again, curl up just a longer piece. I'm going to go approximately about the middle, and then fold it over, and we're just going to pinch right up the center and do the exact same thing. That's okay, Chris. I have something cool planned for you guys come September. Well, I think it's cool. So I'm putting the whole thing in. There's a bigger nub there. This mesh is so well, it's got such good coverage. You could even still do just 10-inch pieces with the white, with all these rows, because the snowdrift really gives good coverage of covering the board. So if you want to save on some mesh, you don't have to cut your pieces at 20 inches. You can cut them at smaller pieces. I just didn't want too much extra mesh left over. However, I have a whole warehouse full of mesh, and most of you don't. So I've been in your shoes, and we like to save as much as we can. So you can cut these smaller, and then the rest of the mesh that's left over, you can use for another project, doing some ruffles or something. I am having a good weekend. I actually got unpacked today. So I did unpack finally from Alaska. I washed my floors. I vacuumed. So it's a good day. So you can see these are big kerfuffles, and it's just so you can see the really pretty mesh. I'm going to show you another wreath that's behind me where I used just mesh, and it's super cute. So I did this one probably a few years ago, but it's still one of my favorites. I have to fix the ribbon, but look how cute this is. It's a little bit of a mess. It's been hanging in my craft room for a few years, but it's just yellow fabric mesh, orange fabric mesh, white fabric mesh with a really cute sign. And I used, well, the bow, a hanging bow with some candy corns on it, but super, super cute. You can do the same thing with different colors of mesh using 3 different ones. If you use 3 different rolls of colors, you can literally do 3 to 4 wreaths with 3 rolls. So if you have a cute sign, you don't need to do a ton of ribbons and stuff. You can just use mesh. I actually like the just mesh wreaths because when I come up to my door, if the ribbon tails are like all over the place, I have to stand there for at least 5-10 minutes straightening all the ribbon tails and fluffing the bow. I know you guys all know what I'm talking about because we all do it. And literally every time. So I try not to keep a wreath with ribbons on my door. So that's why a lot of times I prefer like a flower wreath where I don't have to fix the ribbon tails. So for So I cut row 3, cut again 20 inches. Hi, Deanna Gibson. 20 inches of this red and white. The snowman. I did give the skew for the snowman. Hold on. There it is. X as in X-ray, N5870. So again, we're just putting the nub about a fingertip in. And this wreath is going to be really eye-catching because of the mesh we're using. Because it looks like snow. So we don't have to, the mesh is pretty enough. That's why I decided not to put ribbons with it. All right, we're almost done. I'm going to do 4 pieces. I was going to do 8, but it doesn't need it. You just got to make sure you kind of fix your mesh so it's not all squished and it looks like some ruffles. Like I said, 20 inches is probably a bit overkill. You definitely can use less mesh. All right, and I'm going to just put some white in the middle. I'm going to cut it 20 inches as well. So I'm going to do 4 pieces. I know the time change is so weird. I think it really screwed me up when we were in Alaska. You know, I was ready for bed when it was time for lunch. 1, 2. The only thing with snowdrift mesh is it sticks to your, well, it sticks to my cutting mat. The drift on it. Then I have to kind of scrape it up with my ruler. Orange and black sunflower and put a beaded spider on the center. It's so dark. Oh, I would love to see it, Susan. Post it in Unique Wreath Creator so I can see it. Scrape off the drift here. All right, so we're just using 4 pieces, 4 more, and then we're done. So this is a quick one that you could probably do in, 40 minutes maybe. So you want to make sure that you get that nub right into the zip tie and none of the mesh comes out. But you can see it's pretty full, so we only need 4 pieces because the snowman will sit on top of it, on top of the mesh. Hey, Liz, what you doing? Thank you. This is a simple one. Even you could do this one, Liz. Your mom's a little more advanced than you are, I think. My husband and I have... Oh, no. I'm sorry to hear that, Deborah. COVID sucks. Okay, we have 2 more white pieces. Oh, did she? Are you going to make one? You could probably make this one. This one's easy. Well, it's good to see you too, Betty. Thank you for joining on this Saturday night. Is anybody else really super sad that Olivia Newton-John passed away? Like, I love Grease. We watched it. We watch Grease at least a couple times a year. Like, it's a go-to. We even watched it on the cruise to Alaska. We watched Grease. We rented it on the TV. So every time I watch it now, I'm going to be sad. No, I'm not going to be getting any more of this one. However, you can buy the Snowman. So you can see, you can't really see the white in the center because it's kind of just a filler. We're just going to have the Snowman sit on top. But this one would be really, really pretty doing the starburst type wreath with the rolled petal. It would be really, really pretty. I just didn't feel like rolling all those petals. Yes, it was sad about Anne Heche. Yes, definitely. All right, we are done. Done like a dinner. Okay, like I said, this white mesh probably won't even see it. Make sure all our ruffles are looking spiffy. Yeah, I think 20 inches is a little bit overkill. You guys don't need to do about 15 inches instead of 20. Then you'll have some extra really pretty snowdrift mesh you can make some ruffles with on another project. All right, so we glued the cable mount on the back of our Snowman. On my birthday, the 10th. Oh, that's awesome, Elizabeth. I'm going to go and check. I'm going to Google or search your name in Unique Wreath Creators, and I'm going to go and see your sunflower wreath. Doc Barnes. I don't know who Sue and Doc Barnes are. So I'm just on row 1. There's 2 holes, like kind of side by side. That's our hanging hole. That is the top of our wreath. So we want to make sure our Snowman goes like this. So I'm just going to take the center, the 2 pipe cleaners, and just go down the 2 center holes. I'm just going to pull this off the table so I can see the holes. And we'll be done. Easy. Easy peasy. If I can see the center holes. I'm going to have to stand up for this one. Dig. There it is. So monochromatic wreaths are very popular. Come on, Laura, find the hole. There it is. There's a lot of mesh in here. So if you put them in the center holes, then anything you put like for the center of your wreath will definitely be centered. Yeah, so it's really a simple design, but it's very eye-catching and it's not expensive, right? Like I think this little snowman guy was like $5, but you can really do it even with an 8-inch sign. If you see a really cute 8-inch sign you like, These are just kerfuffles with the 3 different colors. You can do, you know, something like that as well. Just pull some colors from whatever sign you're using. It's cute. So I'm just going to pull this till I can feel a little bit of resistance. And then we're going to just put these pipe cleaners back down the holes. Keep everything nice and neat. And again, like I always say, if you're selling this at a craft show, you put your sticker or your business card or some kind of way for your customer to contact you, should they want like a spring wreath or whatever. And there we go. Simple. We got some really pretty mesh. You see this beautiful snowdrift. I love the simple red and white. And he's very lightweight. And we got a nice neat back.